Have you ever stopped to wonder if the very foundation of this Warriors roster might be shifting beneath our feet? Could the man who has been the blueprint for our next championship push suddenly find himself donning another team's colors? What if the gap we felt at the wing was never about missing shooters, but about missing Desmond Bane altogether? And what if that gap is about to be filled by someone else entirely? Welcome back to Warriors News Fan Report. Today we peel back the curtain on a rumor that's sending shockwaves through Dub Nation. Whispers that Desmond Bane might be on his way out of Golden State. Smash that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report, and ring the bell so you never miss a moment of the action. It all started when the NBA world erupted in disbelief at the news of Bane's trade to the Orlando Magic for unprotected first-round picks, a pick swap, and the salaries of Cole Anthony and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope heading to Memphis in exchange. For Bane, suddenly, the question for Golden State isn't just what could we gain, but what are we losing? Could this seismic move mean that our sharpshooting anchor, the one who tormented defenses from day one, is destined to lead the Bay for brighter lights down south? The thought alone sends chills through every Warriors faithful dot in the aftermath of that blockbuster deal. Insiders pointed out that the Warriors hold the unique ability to match nearly any offer of draft capital. ESPN's Bobby Marks broke down the math. 4 first-rounders in 2026, 2028, even 2030 if protections hold, plus the capacity to bundle Moses Moody and Buddy Hield's combined $20 million for salary relief. Jonathan Kuminga looms largest in. The conversation half of his sign-and-trade salary could sweeten any package, giving Golden State the firepower to execute a Bane-moving maneuver without mortgaging the core. But what does that say about our priorities? Are we ready to trade a proven veteran shooter for the promise of picks and cap space, or will this gamble fracture the trust in our front office's championship vision? The precedent for such bold off-season wrangling isn't new to Golden State. We all remember the tremors when Kevin Durant departed in free agency, leaving us scrambling to recalibrate. What if Bane's departure marks a similar turning point, one where youth and flexibility outweigh the comfort of familiarity? Some insiders believe that shipping out Bane could be the opening salvo in a mini rebuild, a strategic pivot toward long-term sustainability rather than another fleeting title bid. Could this be the front office's message that durability and cost control now outweigh pure shooting prowess? Meanwhile, reaction in the Bay Area fan forums has been nothing short of electric. Traditionalists lament the loss of Bane's crisp catch-and-shoot threes. The way his 43% accuracy from downtown spread defense is thin and created, driving lanes for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. New school analysts argue that the glut of picks could net a two-way defender or bench scorer who fits seamlessly in the Steve Kerr's small ball lineups and at a fraction of the cost. Fans are wondering if this could be the beginning of a new era where the Warriors prioritize versatility over specialization, depth over star power. On social media, the debate rages. One viral tweet reads, "Trading Bane is like cutting off your right hand," while another counters, "If we land a lockdown wing or lottery pick, I'll toast to the front office all night." Shams Charania's timeline lit up with speculation that Golden State's willingness to absorb picks makes them a trade partner of choice for teams chasing veterans. Even Draymond Green weighed in on a podcast musing, "It's crazy to think we've moved someone as lethal as Bane, but we've done crazier things to chase banners." Zooming in on the numbers, Bane's impact on last season is impossible to ignore. Over 72 games, he poured in 18.5 points per contest, hoisting 6.1 attempts from 3 on 42% efficiency, and added 4.2 rebounds and 2.8 assists. His true shooting percentage sat at an elite 61.7%, ranking among the league's top 5 perimeter scorers. Removing that kind of production would leave a gaping hole unless the Warriors believe the cure lies in unearthing a cheap lottery gem or combining those first-round assets for a proven veteran like Derek White or Trey Murphy III, whose playoff resumes carry their own persuasive weight. As for the ripple effects on our rotation, Imagine the minutes up for grabs. Jonathan Kuminga could see his usage rate climb as he shoulders more wing responsibilities. Moses Moody's three-point attempts might spike, testing his consistency under pressure. Could rookie Bronny James even earn a training camp invite in? The shakedown to find fresh legs? And what of Draymond Green's load management? With a dearth of reliable shooters, Kerr might lean on him even harder, risking fatigue or injury. The ripple reaches rival cities too. Over in Denver, Nuggets fans are salivating at the prospect of a Warriors rotation off balance come playoff time, eyeing Nikola Jokic's orchestrations against a potentially depleted backcourt. Oklahoma City's Thunder, always opportunistic, could circle like sharks if Golden State shows cracks in guard depth. Clippers supporters on social media are already drafting mock trades. Send us pics, we'll send back a two-way vet who can hit threes and play D. Could this confluence of interest signal that the Warriors' internal debates have become public fodder? Strategically, the implications for the playoffs are profound. Do we enter the postseason leaning on splashy artistry or on the raw athleticism of youthful wings? Some insiders believe that betting on a fortified bench built through picks rather than Bane's reliable shot could backfire in crunch time, leaving Curry and Clay with fewer shooters to lean on when every possession counts. Others argue that a deeper, more versatile bench could withstand the rigors of a 7-game series better than star-reliant lineups. But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Warriors supporter, I believe that while the allure of draft capital is undeniable, there's something to be said for the security of proven talent and losing. Desmond Bane could be the risk that finally tests our championship. DNA. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. Riding the wave with me? Smash that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report, and ring the bell so you're first in line for every splashy update in blue and gold. In the aftermath of Desmond Bane's seismic departure, Golden State's locker room feels emptier even as opportunity knocks for the next man up. With Bane's 18.5 points per game and elite 42% shooting from three now destined for another franchise, Steve Kerr and the front office must pivot from sentimental loss to strategic reinvention. Could this be the turning point that forces the Warriors to redefine what Splash Brothers means in a post-Bane era? Fans are wondering if the fresh wind of change might blow away old assumptions, and if the core four is truly enough to chase another banner. First, the ripples in. The rotation demand attention. Jonathan Kuminga, who logged 80 minutes per night alongside Bane's sharpshooting arcs, now sees his opportunities skyrocket. Imagine Kuminga's aggressiveness in transition, filling the wing void with slashing drives that morph into highlight reel. DUNKS. Could this mean the team leans into a more vertical style, forcing defenses to collapse on Kuminga's athleticism and freeing up more room for Steph and Clay to operate? At the same time, Moses Moody's three-point attempts could jump from an average of 3.4 per game to upwards of 5, testing whether his 32% rookie clip can become a reliable weapon in high-leverage moments. Beyond the second unit, whispers swirl about Bronny James getting an extended look in Summer League and preseason scrimmages. Without Bane anchoring the bench, Kerr might be tempted to audition Bronny's court vision and perimeter defense, hoping that LeBron's son can inject youthful energy and intrigue. Is it possible that a handful of impressive scrimmage performances could earn him genuine minutes come January? Some insiders believe that the franchise views Bronny not just as basketball royalty, but as a potential on-court spark plug, especially when the rotation needs a jolt late in blowout situations. Draymond Green's role now carries extra weight. With fewer off-ball threats to space the floor, Golden State must decide whether to stagger his minutes longer to protect his wear and tear or lean on his defensive orchestration to compensate for the missing shooter. If Kerr opts to rest Draymond, more aggressively following load management models used with Steph, the team may trot out small ball lineups featuring two-point guards or a stretch four like James Wiseman, stretching opposing defenses thin. Could this mean the Warriors experiment with a new iteration of death lineup? built around playmaking and versatility rather than pure shooting volume. Over in Denver, Nuggets fans are tending outside Ball Arena, giddy at the thought of meeting a reconfigured Warriors squad come playoff time. Nikola Jokic's crafty post-ups and Aaron Gordon's rim running could feast on a Golden State defense that trades spacing for slashing unpredictability. Oklahoma City's Thunder see a similar opening Shai Gilgeous-Alexander against an undermanned backcourt could tilt a 7-game series in OKC's favor. Clippers Twitter is already drafting mock proposals. We'll send Norman Powell and draft rights. You cover us in 3, that's our price for the Dubs' flanks. Are these overtures a sign that rival executives smell blood in the water? Strategically, the Bane trade echoes deeper questions about Golden State's championship timeline. Does the front office truly believe that an infusion of 4 unprotected first-round picks can outweigh nearly 19 points per night? Some armchair G-Miz point out that franchising picks into established veterans, such as targeting an elite two-way guard or a proven rim protector, could sustain title contention without mortgaging future flexibility. Others argue that hitting on just one of those picks could vault the roster beyond its current ceiling, giving the Warriors a built-in rotation bookend to pair with the dynamic duo. Fans are wondering if this calculus signals a subtle rebuild disguised as retooling. Off the court, the reaction has been electric. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted that Golden State's willingness to part with Bane reflects a hunger for cap space as much as draft capital. Shams Charania followed with whispers that the Dubs have preemptively scouted potential trade partners for Klay Thompson, should a further shakeup be necessary. Andre Iguodala, via a cryptic Instagram story, posted a photo of himself in a suit, captioned simply, "Evolution never sleeps," fueling speculation that a cultural shift is underway in the locker room. Social media polls show 48% of respondents believe trading Bane was a bridge too far, while 52% celebrate the franchise's boldness, evidence that Dub Nation itself is split on whether to cling to familiar firepower or embrace a new blueprint. Zooming back to the hardwood, consider the playoff landscape without Bane's catch-and-shoot prowess. In the 2024 postseason, he averaged a scorching 45% from deep and delivered timely buckets in close games, numbers that directly correlated with the Warriors' ability to withstand late-game defensive intensity. Replacing that reliability requires more than just volume. It demands a player or combination of players with ice in their veins. Could a midseason acquisition of a veteran sniper using one of those unprotected picks plug the gap? Or will Kerr trust the young core to forge its own identity under playoff pressure? Looking forward, the championship implications hang like a guillotine over every lineup decision. If the team stumbles out of the gate, say, dropping early games, in a heated Western Conference where every loss feels amplified, the pressure on Kerr and Bob Myers to reverse course will be immense. Some insiders believe that the Warriors' next banner hinges on the success of this audacious maneuver. Either the draft picks pan out or the franchise risks a multi-year low, watched anxiously by fans who once scoffed at the notion of a Warriors rebuild. But here's the ultimate question. Is this audacious enough to land another banner at Chase Center? Personally, as a ride-or-die member of Dub Nation, I believe that while the pain of losing Desmond Bane stings deep, the Warriors' relentless pursuit of flexibility and future assets could be the very spark that reignites a dynasty built on fearless innovation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report so you never miss another explosive update.